City tonight is irate after a teacher injected politics into his 11-year-old daughter's homework. Vincent Ungro of Staten Island was helping his daughter with a vocabulary assignment. Seems simple enough when the wording of the questions caught his eye. One question, for instance, read, yes, President Trump speaks in a very superior and blank manner, insulting many people. He needs to be more blank so that the American people respect and admire him. Ungro told his daughter not to answer, and in response, her teacher, Adria Zawatsky, took off 15 points. What the heck? Vincent Ungro joins us live on FaceTime from his kitchen. Mr. Ungro, we appreciate you being there. What was your initial reaction? What was your initial reaction? He's joining us by FaceTime.
My initial reaction was, I was stunned. You know, this is, first, I just want to say that, like, the school that they go to is a wonderful school. My children have excelled in it. They've done really well in it. This was not a school protocol exam or homework assignment. This was an enrichment, which the school does, the teachers do on their own time, and it's a wonderful thing. But this was strictly from this one teacher, her words, her sentences. And I looked at it, and I just couldn't believe that sentence, out of all the sentences in the world that could have been used, that she would do something to try to slip in an anti-Trump statement, and I didn't take too kindly to it.
Have you spoken to her and or the principal?
Well, yes. What wound up happening is, with all the exposure that it did get, she was disciplined. She got a red flag in her file, and my daughter was awarded the 15 points back, which is a nice thing, you know. It was wonderful for them to do that. So I guess it's a case closed thing now, but it's good to keep the conversation open, because one thing that this taught us is that we have to be a little bit more diligent into what the schools might be teaching our students about their political views rather than their parents, and it should stay out of the classroom.
Well, and Vince, you make an excellent point, because Tucker, in particular, who's normally in this chair, does a lot about what's he calls, college campus craziness. But this is, your daughter's 11 years old, so it sounds like the indoctrination is starting much sooner than many of us even thought.
Yeah, a lot sooner, and that's what scares me, and that's why I kind of wanted my voice to be out there, and I've done several different things already, and the word has gotten out there. On Staten Island alone, the one website received over 800 or 850 comments, and over 90% of them, I would say, were overwhelmingly in my favor. So there's many other people that feel that way, and it's unfortunate that maybe some other people didn't step up, and besides me.
Sure.
But I felt it was time to do that. I mean, one, to protect my daughter, and another thing, to protect my president.
Good for you speaking up, but on the other side, there are not a lot of people who are shy in the so-called #resist movement. Are there parents on the left standing up, fighting on behalf of this teacher?
Well, to be honest with you, I haven't heard too much. Some of the comments in there were saying that she's been there for a long time and the children love her, and things like that. But not too much as far as sticking up for her. I'm more so on my side, I would say. And I think that's great.
Last question, as from your perspective now, how this impacted your daughter, as you look almost 30 days into the Trump administration, it seems like there's a lot of people who still have not accepted the results of the last election. I'm from Long Island, and what I know about Staten Island is people don't hold back. What's happening in this country right now?
I really don't know. There are a lot of Trump supporters out there, but I think we're still in the silent, majority. And I personally would like to see more people stand up for the president. A lot of people talk the talk. It's time to walk the walk. And when somebody's doing something that's unethical, as what this teacher did, or other things that would disparage the president or try to disparage this country, we should stand up for it. Well, and as an American and as a father, I felt it was the right thing to do. And the one thing I think that I did teach my daughter was that you can accomplish a lot by just using a pen, some patience, a little persistence. You don't have to wear funny costumes. You don't have to riot in the streets. You don't have to destroy other people's property. It's not the way to go about doing things.
Mr.
And I think the way that I did it was really well, and it's working out really well.
And we applaud you, and especially appreciate that you stood up for your daughter beyond all of the other